Atlanta is buzzing once again. And this time it's not just rumors, it's war inside Jock and Kendra's marriage. Over the weekend, Kendra was caught absolutely snapping at Jock in public, shouting words so sharp that fans instantly started speculating that divorce papers might be hitting the table faster than anyone expected. Witnesses say Jock looked stunned and tried to calm her down, but Kendra wasn't having it. Her rage spilled out like years of frustration finally boiling over. It all started on what should have been a quiet night out. Jock and Kendra were spotted leaving a trendy Atlanta lounge where several people had gathered. At first, everything seemed normal, smiling for a few pictures, exchanging light jokes with friends. But within minutes, something shifted. Eyewitnesses claimed Kendra's mood flipped in an instant, her tone turning sharp as she confronted Jock in the parking lot. Phones went up immediately, capturing the confrontation. Kendra could be seen pointing her finger in Jock's face, her voice raised, her hands trembling with emotion. "You think I don't know what you've been doing? You think I'm stupid?" she shouted. Jock tried to de-escalate, leaning in and muttering something only she could hear. But Kendra pulled back and snapped again, her words cutting. "No more lies, Jock. I'm done playing the fool." By the time security stepped in, half the crowd had already witnessed the outburst. Theories about what caused the confrontation spread instantly. Some said Jock had been texting another woman at the lounge. Others claimed he had been involved with someone from the entertainment industry, and Kendra had just received proof. But one rumor overshadowed all the rest. Screenshots began circulating of Jock allegedly messaging a young model. The messages, if authentic, were damning. Fans dissected every detail, from the profile photo to the timestamp. While some argued they could have been faked, the majority believed them instantly. For Kendra, seeing these leaks spread like wildfire only fueled the flames of her rage. By sunrise, the fight in the parking lot had morphed into a full-blown scandal. Jock, usually quick to respond, stayed silent. That silence only made people more convinced something shady was going on. Behind the scenes, insiders whispered that Kendra had been sitting on information for weeks. According to one source close to the couple, she had quietly hired a private investigator after receiving anonymous tips that Jock was back to his old habits. The investigator allegedly uncovered late-night meetings, questionable receipts, and even audio recordings that left Kendra stunned. That night at the lounge was her breaking point. When Jock's phone buzzed with yet another suspicious notification, Kendra snapped. Fans began flooding her social media with messages of support, calling her strong for standing up to Jock. Not everyone sided with her. Some argued that Kendra was overreacting or making a scene for attention. Others suggested the confrontation could have been staged for television. What nobody knew for certain was whether the alleged messages were authentic, or if they were part of a bigger setup meant to sabotage Jock's reputation. Hours later, more dramatic revelations emerged, further destabilizing the couple's world. According to people close to the family, Jock tried desperately to calm Kendra once they got inside, promising to explain everything. Kendra was beyond listening. "You had chance after chance, and you keep embarrassing me," she reportedly told him. Their children, caught in the crossfire, reportedly overheard heated arguments late into the night. The pressure was mounting. Leaks and allegations weren't stopping, and Jock's silence was deafening. Some insiders claimed Kendra had already contacted a divorce lawyer. The morning after the confrontation, Atlanta was buzzing like never before. Headlines across media outlets speculated that the fight could be the beginning of the end for the couple. According to insiders, Kendra's meltdown had been brewing for weeks, if not months. She had kept a lot bottled up, trying to hold her marriage together. But Jock's alleged secret life finally pushed her past the breaking point. Rumors suggested it wasn't just a single suspicious message or night. It was a pattern of behavior that Kendra had been quietly documenting. Friends reportedly revealed that Kendra discovered a private burner phone with messages, plans to meet other women, and even receipts showing Jock sending money. When she confronted him about it weeks earlier, Jock laughed it off, claiming the phone belonged to a friend. The rage she had been holding back finally erupted. Additional screenshots surfaced, appearing to show Jock messaging another woman, leaving observers stunned. Whether the messages were authentic or not almost didn't matter. The public believed them. The backlash against Jock was immediate. Meanwhile, Kendra spoke out publicly, her voice trembling but steady. "When someone shows you who they really are, believe them the first time. Don't keep giving them chances to make you look stupid. Protect your peace," she said. The statements ignited a firestorm of discussion. Production insiders from the show claimed the confrontation had been caught on camera, confirming that the meltdown was real. Jock begged Kendra to keep certain details private, worried about the damage to his reputation, but she refused to back down. By the evening, rumors swirled that Kendra had contacted a divorce lawyer, leaving the internet convinced that the end of their marriage was imminent.
Sometimes walking away is the strongest thing you can do.
Fans immediately tied her words to Kendra's situation, seeing it as quiet encouragement for her to finally leave Jock behind. At the same time, Jock's silence was deafening. No posts, no interviews, just quiet. In the world of hip-hop and reality TV, silence usually means guilt. His absence only made fans more ruthless, painting him as a serial cheater who would never change. Behind the scenes, however, Jock wasn't just worried about losing Kendra. He was terrified about what else she might have on him. According to insiders, the screenshots and messages weren't the only evidence. Kendra reportedly had recordings, voice notes, and audio clips that could blow the scandal wide open, leaving Jock with no room to deny anything. Word on the street suggested she was preparing to release them next. As night fell on Atlanta, the city seemed focused on one thing: the unraveling of Jock and Kendra's marriage.
Gossip spread like wildfire.
Every outlet had new details, and fans were glued to their screens waiting for the next twist. Late that night, a new leak surfaced, not just screenshots, but audio. A 48-second clip allegedly featured Jock's voice whispering, "You know, I can't have anybody finding out about this. If Kendra finds out, it's over. Just keep it low." The clip was short but devastating. Fans replayed it endlessly, analyzing every syllable. "That's Jock's voice 100%, one wrote, while another added, "He's basically admitting his cheating."
Kendra wasn't crazy after all.
Within minutes, the audio went viral. For Kendra, it was confirmation of what she had been saying all along. She reportedly did not comment publicly, letting the leak speak for itself.
Her silence was louder than any words. Meanwhile, Jock panicked.
Insiders revealed he was calling friends, producers, and even his lawyer, trying to figure out how the recording leaked. He allegedly claimed it was edited or taken out of context, but few believed him.
The fallout was brutal.
Fans encouraged Kendra to leave, and even some celebrities weighed in, highlighting the betrayal. One of Jock's exes posted a laughing emoji with the caption, "Some things never change," fueling the idea that he had always been unfaithful. Friends of Kendra also spoke out, saying she had endured more than people realized and had been quietly preparing her exit for months. The drama escalated further when the same anonymous account that had been leaking information tagged Jock directly with a caption, "This is just part 1. The rest drops tomorrow." The internet went into meltdown. Fans speculated there could be even more damaging recordings or videos. Privately, Jock begged Kendra not to file for divorce immediately. According to insiders, he said, "We can fix this. Please don't do anything rash." But Kendra reportedly responded firmly, "You broke us, and now the world knows too." Her words hit hard, but Jock's silence spoke louder. Memes mocking him as hiding in the shadows circulated online. Producers of the reality show recognized the story's potential. They were reportedly editing footage of the lounge confrontation into season teasers and planning to feature Kendra's truth-telling arc, ensuring Jock's humiliation would be televised. Rumors surfaced that Kendra was preparing to speak publicly in a major interview, but Jock considered legal action to prevent the release of the recordings. By then, the damage was done. Even his castmates began distancing themselves, leaving Jock increasingly isolated. The next morning, the second wave of leaks dropped, timestamped messages between Jock and a woman, showing him begging her not to expose him and criticizing Kendra as too controlling. Fans were outraged. Memes and commentary flooded in, portraying Jock as a cautionary tale and Kendra as a symbol of self-respect. Kendra reportedly spent the morning surrounded by supportive friends, some encouraging her to file for divorce immediately. The public reaction framed her as reclaiming her power, while Jock struggled to regain control. Further teasers suggested more evidence. A video was on the horizon, leaving fans and insiders alike anxiously waiting for the next bombshell. Behind the scenes, Jock was reportedly frantic. According to sources, he called multiple people, begging them to help stop the leaks, even offering money to track down the person behind the account. Some insiders claimed he even suspected members of his own inner circle of betraying him. Paranoia was setting in, and Jock was unraveling fast. The chaos reached a new level when Scrappy, Jock's longtime friend, chimed in on social media with a cryptic post, "When you live foul, don't be surprised when it comes back on you." Fans instantly interpreted it as shade toward Jock, praising Scrappy for keeping it real. The betrayal stung even more because Scrappy had always been in Jock's corner, but now even he seemed to be turning away. Meanwhile, Kendra's star was rising. The media painted her as strong, empowered, and ready to move forward. She began receiving offers for interviews, brand deals, and even whispers of a potential spin-off show centered on her new life. What had once been her deepest humiliation had transformed into a potential new beginning, and fans were cheering her on. While Kendra gained power, Jock spiraled further into despair. He refused to comment publicly, and his silence spoke volumes. Fans mocked him, saying, "You're loud when it's jokes, but now you're quiet as a church mouse." Every hour that passed without a statement made him appear more guilty. Then, just as the dust seemed like it might settle, the cliffhanger everyone feared arrived. The mysterious account dropped one more bomb. A blurry thumbnail image of what looked like Jock in a hotel room, sitting on the edge of a bed with his shirt off. The caption simply read, "Tomorrow." The internet erupted. Was this the beginning of the rumored video leak? If so, Jock's entire world was about to collapse. Kendra's decision to move forward with divorce looked more justified than ever. The internet didn't sleep that night. Fans speculated endlessly, refreshing feeds and tracking updates. By dawn, Jock's name had been trending for almost 48 hours straight. For him, the pressure was unbearable. He barely left his house, pacing like a man on trial. He even allegedly called media outlets to claim he was being set up, but the public had already made up its mind. At exactly 11 a.m., the mysterious account struck again. This time it was a chilling teaser, a 12-second clip showing a man who looked almost exactly like Jock sitting on the edge of a hotel bed, laughing and pouring champagne. Though the woman in the clip was blurred, fans assumed it was the same woman from the leaked texts. Within minutes, the clip was everywhere. Dramatic edits and captions portrayed Jock as caught red-handed. For Kendra, the clip was the final straw. While she had remained composed up to this point, insiders revealed she broke down in tears when she first saw it.
But even through the heartbreak, she wasn't backing down.
She reportedly told her team, "This is my closure. I don't need him anymore." The public reaction was swift and brutal. Jock's mentions were flooded with ridicule, while Kendra's page became a rallying space celebrating strength and independence. Even celebrities weighed in, sending messages supporting her. The narrative had shifted completely. Kendra was no longer a victim. She was a survivor reclaiming her power. Industry insiders noted that blogs and media outlets labeled Jock a serial cheater, and his music was taking hits as a result. Fans were glued to updates as the countdown to the full video approached. Insiders claimed Jock made one last desperate attempt to stop the leak, offering money and trying to trace its source, but it was too late. The account posted a final story saying, "No amount of money can stop the truth." By late evening, Kendra stayed silent, letting the storm rage, while Jock disappeared from view. The suspense reached its peak right before midnight when the account posted a black screen with the words, "Are you ready?" The world held its breath. When the video finally dropped, chaos erupted. 2 minutes long, grainy but clear enough, it showed Jock shirtless in a hotel room, champagne in hand, leaning close to a woman whose face was blurred. Most damning was Jock's voice saying, "Kendra will never know.
She's too busy worrying about her career to worry about me." Fans were convinced there was no way out.
Just minutes later, Kendra posted a screenshot of divorce papers with a simple, powerful caption, "Done." The public reaction was immediate. Fans celebrated her strength, while Jock became the subject of ridicule. Insiders revealed that Jock lost control completely, reportedly smashing his phone and screaming in frustration.
But the story wasn't over.
The mysterious account posted a final teaser, a blurry photo of Jock outside a woman's apartment at 3 a.m., dated a week before the public fight. The caption read, "This story is just beginning." The internet erupted once again. Kendra had already filed for divorce. Jock's reputation was in ruins. Yet the leaks continued, and the mystery deepened. For Kendra, the future looked brighter than ever. Offers, interviews, and brand deals awaited as she embraced her new role as a symbol of strength and resilience.
Fans even predicted she could land her own spin-off show.
For Jock, the nightmare was far from over. Whispers of additional videos and photos suggested the scandal could escalate even further. His marriage, career, and dignity were all in jeopardy. What began as a simple argument had spiraled into one of the most explosive scandals the love and hip-hop world had ever seen. From leaked texts and audio to a hotel room video and Kendra's divorce filing, this saga had it all. And with the last post from the mysterious account, it was clear the story was only beginning. Fans were left wondering, could Jock repair the damage, or had he lost everything? And would Kendra rise from the ashes to become a star in her own right? One thing was certain, the chaos wasn't stopping anytime soon.